What's up, everybody? Coach Pat here. Welcome. Welcome to episode 5. So, to begin, chest up, shoulder blades, chest up. Let's start over. Chest up, shoulders up to the ears, rolling back. Let's pinch them together, then roll them down. Let's get that chin tucked in. Let's hold that posture. 5, 4, 3, chin tucked in, chin down. 2, 1. Fantastic. You can keep holding or relax. Up to you. Just quick little 5-second posture check. That's how I like to begin. Let's work on that posture. Anyway, let's move forward. Today's episode, I just want to go over some mistakes that I have done in the past as a fitness trainer. Yeah, it happens. I made some mistakes along the way, and I'm here to admit it and here to go forward with it. And yeah, let's move on down the list. Yes, I got a list. So if you're watching my YouTube channel, you see me looking, not directly in front of me. All right, here we go. Mistake number 1. I've lied to people to get them into the gym. If I lied to you to get you into the gym and you're listening to this, I'm incredibly sorry. I know I told you I'm sorry when that happened. And again, I'm sorry. So with that done to people, what I've noticed, it either went one or two ways. Way number 1, people are like, all right, fuck it, I'm here, whatever. That's it. Then way number 2 is it's like you lied to me to the gym that really developed a trust issue. Then that came later into a huge domino effect with that person. And where they tend not to trust me, not to trust other fitness trainers along the way, even though this happened 5, 10, 15 years ago. That trust is a very strong bond. And when it comes to the gym or working out or developing nutrition habits, I want it to be a positive environment, the best that I can help people along the way. And then that's where it kind of stemmed from. I thought I was helping people by getting you into the gym. For an example, I'd say, hey, I'm teaching this class, and I tell someone Monday night, 7 p.m., I'm subbing, get in here. Reality, I wasn't. I was just like, walk on the treadmill or take the class, but you're here, do something. And so, yeah, that's a huge impact. That can make a huge impact on people, is allowing people just to simply get them into the gym. Just tell people the truth. Hey, for an example, it's Monday night at 7. Come to the gym. I'll be here waiting for you. You're going to do great. Try to have positive impact on it, whether you're a fitness trainer yourself, or maybe you're just trying to get a friend come in, close family, loved one. The list goes on. Don't lie to people to get them into the gym, because still to this day, it can make a huge impact on them and how they view the gym. And it sucks. And unfortunately, I was part of that impact. And again, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry that I've done that to you. Mistake number 2, I got 8 of them. Here to release, here to talk it out a little bit, is, let me put a little pause here. People came to me a lot about weight loss, a lot about trimming body fat, gaining muscle. A lot of my people then were, and still now are, desk workers. So a little bit of background. Mistake number 2, when losing weight, the only thing that I told people was to track calories. That's it. Be in a calorie deficit. Yeah, not a good time. Didn't really stress the importance about the environment, about the macros, the water, the protein, the sleep, everything else in between. Because technically you can be in a calorie deficit and eat Twinkies. You're gonna feel like hot garbage. And again, the only thing I told people when it comes to nutrition standpoint was, boom, track your calories, boom, stay with it, and that was it. Didn't really relay on to foods that make you feel fuller, and I didn't really relay on to people. It was like, hey, you could still have a little bit of ice cream. Just no, I told people to avoid the junk food. I didn't say, hey, eat less of it. Like, you can still have it, if it fits. It's like having that balance when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. It's you don't want to go into it too fast. The all in or nothing mentality. So yeah, that's huge mistake number two is I told people just go into a calorie deficit. Okay, so if you listen to this, you want to lose weight, you want to lose some body fat, do not. The only thing when it comes to the calories, just don't go into a calorie deficit. There's a lot of other in betweens. Mistake number three. Oof, not talking about the importance of sleep. When you're constantly sleep deprived, it can cause cravings, it can cause high stress, and it makes it very, very challenging for the weight loss, for the fat loss. It's going to make it very, very challenging to help combat those cravings, the food noise. It's going to make it very, very challenging to take an easier way out versus move forward. Okay. Sleep's huge. It helps reset the battery, your lifelong battery. It's like I was born 87. So it's those little things in the 90s, the Tamagotchi thing when, you got to put your Tamagotchi to sleep and didn't go to sleep. It's like, got a little messed up. Or maybe didn't charge it or fresh battery it. Well, it died. That's a little extreme analogy, but that sleep thing is very, very important. I didn't really talk about the sleep. Now I do. Prioritize that sleep. Shoot for that 7 to 8 hours, or maybe you can't. You got some stuff going on at home. Just do a little something to improve the sleep quality at the very least. I get it. Staying up late, you're running on 6 hours of sleep, but what can you do to improve the sleep quality? Little as going to bed 10, 15 minutes sooner, and at the same time, turning the TV off, not looking at the phone as much right before bed. It'll add up. Whether it's a few days a week, one day a week, something's better than nothing. Moving forward. Mistake number 4. Again, most of my clientele was in it to lose body fat, lose weight. I've told people and I made people do just nothing but a bunch of HIIT training, high intensity interval training. Sure, some weight training was incorporated, but constantly go fast, go hard, and then they end up rebounding pretty hard. There's a time and place for HIIT. I'm not going to not knock that. It's really good for heart health, actually. 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week, do that for a few weeks and, phase into a different something, take it out, take it in at the same time, depending what you're training for. But at the same time, I'm here to talk about fat loss and weight loss when it comes to my past here. Simple weight training plays a long way. You don't have to be incredibly sore. You don't have to go hard all the time. With the high intensity interval training, like I said, there's time and place for it. But the food cravings can go up immediately afterwards, especially if you're not properly fueled for it. You work your 8 to 5, come in, 6 o'clock, boom, you hit that. Dinner calories can go through the roof, especially with the not having the breakfast, lunch, and timing for it. So, yeah, try to minimize that and or don't do it as much. All right, mistake number 5. Remember, mistake number 4 was I thought HIIT training was the only way to go. So it's making people do that like 3 to 5 days a week. Not a good time. Mistake number 5. Just a reminder that a lot of my clientele were desk workers and still are. Is back then I didn't make mobility a priority. Or I had like a long list of things for people to do. It's like, I don't got time for it. All right. Mobility plays a huge role inside your joint health. You got good joint health, you can move better, you can exercise better, you can get off your chair better. It can help with joint pain, so low back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, the wrist pain. Mobilize that, maybe strengthen that, but allowing the joints to have increased range of motion. Okay, if your body's stiff, you try to exercise, or you're sitting there, or you're trying to get up, feed the family dinner, it's going to hurt. Not a good time. So making mobility a priority. And if you're listening to this, back then I didn't stress that onto my clients back then, and or just talk about it with people. And again, if you're listening to this, make mobility a priority, 1 to 2 days a week, starting out. Okay. You don't have to do a full laundry list of something. Pick one or two things and just do. Just do. Maybe one upper body, one lower body. Okay. And day number 2, do something for the trunk, do something for the wrists. And that's just an example. 1 set of 10, take you under 5 minutes. Okay. Make mobility a priority. Moving on. Mistake number 6. Number 6 kind of ties into the mistake number 4. So the high intensity interval training is not making simple weight training a priority. Now I'm going to pause here. I get it. Some people come in like, I want high intensity interval training. I can't stand like having a program that repeats itself for about 3 to 4 weeks. And I get it, and I respect that. I at least want to educate people that there's an awesome way to go, and you can simply see results here. So, and again, mistake number 6, not making simple weight training a priority. Okay, it goes a long way. Excellent for fat loss, excellent for weight loss, excellent to get toned up, excellent to build muscle, excellent for your bone health, your tendons, your ligaments health, the strengths. As you build muscle, your body will burn more calories just sitting there in your chair. Okay, it's going to help you get off that chair. It's going to help you twist jars easier. It's going to help you with your day-to-day activities. Okay, if you're listening to this, make simple weight training or resistance training, however you want to frame it, a priority. Guess what? A squat, a body weight squat, is still resistance training. You can have a barbell, yes. You can also have dumbbells to your side, make a suitcase, yes. You can have a pickle jar in front of you, make a goblet squat. At the end of the day, move. At the end of the day, get your resistance training in at least 3 days a week, 15, 30, 45 minutes, something. All right. And that's going to tie into number 7. Remember, I got 8. Stay with me. Number 7, another mistake that I made along the way in the past is not talking about NEAT and how important it is for fat loss and weight loss. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Okay. So what this means is, a good way to kind of put it is more time on the feet, moving. And you can see it if you're tracking your steps. Okay. If you're not getting your steps in, that probably means you're not moving, probably means you're not spending time on the feet. Looking at your phone, laying down on the couch is not NEAT. Standing up, doing dishes, maybe standing up, doing some bit of yard work is NEAT. A good way to sneak in some NEAT, just an example. You want some food, instead of hitting that, what words am I looking for? I don't use it a whole lot. Instead of hitting the drive-through, you park your car, you get out of your car, and you walk inside. You hit the drive-through, you're missing out 20, 50 steps. I get it. Sometimes you just can't go do it, but sometimes we can, and you're choosing not to. That's just an example. Now, doing that with NEATs, with that certain activity, comes a huge responsibility with fat loss and weight loss. It helps burns calories without even exercise, and helps burns calories without like going on a brisk walk. It does. And guess what? You get stronger legs, you get a stronger back, probably improve your posture. If not used to it, you might find a little aches and pains a little bit because your body's not physically used to being up. All right. And then mistake number 8, something in the past, kind of ties in to with the calories and stuff. This is a nutrition one, is having balanced macros. And again, keyword, I'm going to say the word balance because everyone's different and stuff and everything. And I'm going to approach this with the fat loss goal. You want to lose fat, gain some muscle, drop some lbs on the scale. When it comes to having a balanced macro ratio. Make your protein a priority. Not it's okay. It's not just good for like the building blocks of your muscle. Yeah, yeah, we all heard that. Also, it's great for your hair, nails, and skin. Hmm. Sounds awesome, right? I did say the word balance and macros. I'm not going to go into too much of the numbers here at all. Fats, it's good for hormone regulation. Okay. I mean, it's fantastic. Carbs, excellent for energy, aka some glucose. Okay. As some of us are on dietary restrictions, if you're diabetic, for an example, high blood pressure, blood cholesterol, it all can kind of tie into to each other. Okay. So carbs helps you with the sustainable energy. Fats helps with the hormone regulation. At the same time, fat does help a little bit of energy as well. Protein helps you feel fuller longer. It's a win-win. Okay. You don't want to have a box of Twinkies every day and quote, "Oh, I'm in a calorie deficit." Like, no, you're gonna feel like a bag of shit. Oh, sorry, hot garbage. You're gonna feel like hot garbage. Not a good time. Okay. Having a balance of macros, it's gonna help you have good energy. It's gonna help you have a healthy GI tract. Keyword help. We're all different. If you need to, go to the doctor, get some blood work done, see where stuff and things are at. Okay. So anyway, I hope this helps with your journey. I just want to come out up front about mistakes I've done in the past. Okay. It sucks, but there is more. Well, I just want to take a little pen and paper and drop down some top 8, because at the end of the day, I want people to live a long, healthy, happy life with fitness and nutrition habits. So anyway, take the information for what you want. Keep that posture right. Keep that core tight. Remember, you're gonna do great. Have an awesome day. Catch you next time.